So I'm pretty good at taking tests, and life is a test, to be honest. And I think the reason for my channel really has to do with not only the strategies and tactics that you can use to make a higher return on your investments, but also the mindset. Because the mindset's very important going into a test. You have to understand the mindset of the people who write the test. And let me just go over a few tips for the mindset of making the highest return. You have to take risks. That's true. You have to go for it. You have to put your foot forward and take that first step. Otherwise, you aren't going to get where you want to go. And the mindset is kind of like this. Reduce your short-term satisfaction for long-term gains. It's really important that you do this as you start to become more successful, start to build that bank account. Just hold off on buying that nice car. Hold off on buying or getting new subscriptions. Hold off on paying for stupid things, unless it's related to your work, unless it's tax deductible. And save that money and use it for something bigger, like, for example, a new rental property, or a significant amount of shares that pay dividends. And using this strategy and this mindset, you'll do a lot better than if you don't employ these strategies. Like I said, life is a test. And every test has a different writer, and each person's life is a little bit different, and how they have to operate is probably a little different depending on where they are, what their background is, what their education is, where their country, which country they operate in. But just keep that in mind. Try to think about, I would say life is a series of challenges. You could think of each challenge like a question on a test. And once you know that you've answered correctly, you use that as a guide on how to go forward. Once you know that you've made a mistake, then you can use that to fix what you've done and correct it so you don't do that going forward. Anyways, this is a little bit of rambling, but those are my thoughts.